Hey, this is Darren LaCroix with another Ask Darren. This one comes in from Joel. Joel asks, "Hi Darren, I learned from your videos that you posted on YouTube that one should not memorize your speech, but instead internalize it. However, when you're preparing a speech, should you write everything you want to say out, or should you just write the key points and make your speech based on those key points?" Well, I actually replied to Joel on this and I said, well, are you talking about a 7-minute Toastmaster speech or a 1-hour keynote or breakout session or corporate presentation? And he emailed me back. He said, well, I was thinking of the Toastmasters, but actually, what would your answer to both be? Great question. So first, a 7-minute speech. Well, if you're a Toastmaster and you're doing a 7-minute speech, I think it's a waste of time to write out everything word for word and then 2 weeks to memorize it for a speech you're going to do once. That's crazy. Now, I'd love you to work on pieces of your speeches. I'd like you to have a structure point by point, or this story then leads to that story, and then I want to clarify this. So I'm a fan of bullet points. If you're working on a 1-hour speech, now that's different, and in that case I would use the Fripp speech model speech structure, which if you're not familiar with, check out createyourkeynote.bynextweek.com. And what that means is coming up with your opening, coming up with each of your points of wisdom, and then the evidence or the proof to back up each point. So you have to structure it before you could even attempt to write it out. Now, difference is if you're working on one singular story that may go in either one of those speeches, now that story you might want to work on word for word. But a story that you're going to tell again and again and again, that's where you want to spend or invest some time to get that right. There's a best way to tell a story, and you don't want to just wing it. It's not the best way. So Joel, I hope that helps clarify and answers your question. Spending too much time memorizing something word for word can get you in trouble, because now if you mess up or make a mistake, you have to go back to the beginning, which is the challenge that I had in my early days of stand-up. So I don't think that's a great idea, because it doesn't keep you present and with the audience. You want to be present, not perfect. And if you're doing it word for word, you might just be writing an article and then verbalizing the article. And we write different than we speak. So hope that helps, Joel. If you got a question, go to askdarren.com.